Hey everybody, and welcome to my N5 series on the Akai MPC, where I cover a topic in about 5 minutes. Mr. Kim has written in and asked how we can sync the Akai MPC and the Ableton Move so that you can get that to work. To do this, and I'm going to show you like what doesn't work to start, but we'll get into what does work as well. The what doesn't work is why I think important, because if somebody ever sees this from Ableton and is able to figure out what's going on, you've seen plenty of other videos I show where the Move doesn't work with other devices. Anyway, we've got USB-C here connected to USB-A on that end. What should be happening is the MPC should see the Move and be able to address it over Midi. And to that end, if I'm in the menu, if I go to Preferences and go to Midi Sync over here, I can see input ports, Ableton Move external port, Ableton Move live port, and Ableton Move user port. So presumably we can send transport controls and tempo from the Move. Similarly, I see output ports. So the MPC, oops, sorry, I'm trying to shake everything here. I can see output ports, Ableton Move external, Ableton Move live, and Ableton Move user port. I've got them all set to sync right now. So I should be sending sync and transport control data from the MPC to the Move. And I've got sync receive MIDI clock and sync send MIDI clock. Just have these are kind of like just general settings I usually have on my MPC. So if we go to main, actually let's go to menu, sync MIDI clock. And if I go to I/O, I can see that the Ableton Move is sending a whole bunch of data over here in, out. We're sending clock data whenever I hit the play button, but we don't see anything going on with the timeline here. I don't know what's going on or why that's happening, which it's a bummer. It just kind of is what it is. Anyway. So let's go the other way and see if we can get the Move to sync with or have the live sync with the Move. So if I hold down the shift button, go to config, let's go change it. We're going to go control live. We're not going to do that. Link off and MIDI sync out. So when we hit play, we see, I guess something going on here. We don't have anything triggering here to begin with. Let's go to the menu, go preferences. We're going to turn global on. That's the only thing I can think of that maybe needs to be on, but it should start getting sync data. So we'll go back. It's just not picking it up. And if I hit stop here, it's not doing anything. And if I hit play, you hear I got like something going here. It's just not playing. So a couple things that we can do here. One is, if you don't mind using a wireless connection, we can actually use Ableton Link, and I've found it's a little goofy. I don't understand why it's happening this way, but if I go to menu preferences and I go to Wi-Fi, I'm connected to Wi-Fi here, and I've got this set up. It's also on my Wi-Fi connection. If I go to link to start and stop, and then if I come over here, go menu and switch to Ableton Link. It says Ableton Link. It's probably very hard to see that it says zero. Whoop, it says 0 links right now. Well, guess what happens if I actually let's go sync in. We want MIDI. We want to sync from the MPC. Well, you probably can't see this little thing, but if I disconnect the USB-C here and then reconnect it, for some reason, we all of a sudden get a link. It says link 1, and we can see the link bar going. So now if I hit play, it starts playing here, and then it syncs up with the Move. So this is what we want. You get a little bit of a delay, so it takes a little bit of time for it to kind of get in sync and connected, but it works. Still, the problem with this is you need either wireless or Ethernet or both for them to work together. I have saved the Move with the handy dandy Roland UM-ONE a few times. So I've got this right here. If I take and plug this in, I'm going to plug it the right way. If I plug that in, we now have power. And if I go change my settings, sorry, I'm doing this so wrong. We're going to turn the link off. We're going to go MIDI sync in. We're going to leave that so that we have the MPC be the master clock and transport controls. If I go sync and change this back to MIDI clock, watch what happens. We're in sync. So I don't know what's going on with the Ableton Move MIDI drivers here, but I've done some other videos showing how using the Roland UM-ONE and plugging it into this port here, our device port, MIDI, I guess MIDI controller port, whatever, it magically seems to be saving the day. So I would say if you're trying to sync and you want to do it over MIDI, I would get either the Roland UM-ONE or a similar device personally, because having it hardwired so that we're able to send the tempo, transport controls, and all that stuff between devices is going to be much more consistent than whatever you end up with for a wireless network connection. And you'd hate to have one of the devices that disconnect in a live performance scenario. But yeah, I guess you could either use Ableton Link or a USB MIDI device that will show up as a USB MIDI device. Anyway, thank you, Mr. Kim, for the question. Everybody else, thanks for stopping by. Keep making music, keep having fun. Remember, if it sounds good, it is good. And peace.